Hey Central School, Mrs. Hewing here. We are getting closer and closer to the start of the school year, so I really hope you have been reading up a storm. I've got 3 books that I want to tell you that I've been reading this summer. First up is The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Now, this story is about the good egg who, of course, lives in his carton home with 12 other eggs. The problem is those 12 other eggs are all bad eggs. And the good egg, well, he does everything he can to try to get them to be good. He tries to show them the good things and to make up for all the bad things they're doing, but eventually it wears on him so much that he ends up starting to crack. And he decides, you know what, he can't stay there and be the good egg anymore, so he leaves. Okay? It's a wonderful story, but it doesn't end there. You'll need to read to find out what else happens to the good egg and if he ever makes it back home to his cardboard home. After that, I have a poem for you called The Undefeated. Now, this is written by Kwame Alexander and Kadir Nelson. Now, this is a great book of poetry written for Black African Americans and the different things that they have fought for in the United States. The poem is pretty simple, celebrating African Americans and their contributions and things that have happened to them in the United States. But one of my favorite parts of this book is after you've finished the poem, Kwame Alexander included lots of factual information about each African American that's discussed in this book and why he chose them and what they can teach us about history. So, definitely a good book to pick up, The Undefeated. But after that, I don't have a picture book, I have a chapter book. Now, this one is called Hope in the Holler, written by Lisa Lewis Tyre. Okay, this is a very kind of sad but yet serious story. Wavy is our main character, and Wavy's mom has just died of cancer. It's always been Wavy and her mom for as long as she can remember. She's lived in a trailer court home with lots of other people, but it's always been Wavy and her mom. And people around her, her neighbors, all check in and take care of her. Even when Wavy's mom was sick with cancer, everyone was kind of like family. But now that mom's died, she has to go somewhere. And this aunt that she never even knew she had shows up and says she's here to take Wavy back home, back to where her mom came from. Wavy is more confused than ever because Wavy didn't even know she had an aunt. And if she did, why wouldn't her mom have told her? And if that's where her mom wanted her to go, why didn't her mom tell her this? So Wavy ends up traveling back home with her Aunt Susanna to live with them, and she finds out things are not what they're supposed to be. Her aunt actually only took her in because by taking Wavy in, she can get money from the government for housing a foster child. So it's really a sad story because Wavy's aunt really doesn't have Wavy's best interest at heart. But throughout the story, Wavy meets some great friends who are there to look out for her, just like she had those people back home in the trailer court. She also finds other mysterious secrets about her past, like she was almost put up for adoption. So, great book about friendship and even family, and that sometimes family can be friends too. So, definitely a good serious story if you like things like that. All right, so those are 3 of the books that we are going to have at Central School this fall. Can't wait to see you guys back at school and to get back into the library.